Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me for your message from Spirit for June 20th. I'm Jay Lane, and I want to welcome you here to the Infinity Fans site. And if you're a brand new Infinity friend, or if you're a brand new Infinity soulmate, I want to thank you so much, for joining me and for making this such a beautiful home for me to go to and read all of your comments every single day. I'm just so honored that you've taken the time to join me on my quest and on my path of giving people messages that they so need. Now, I started your message from Spirit in February of 2015, and that was born of an idea that everybody needed messages from the other side. Whether I know who's coming through, who's not coming through, doesn't matter. If you need a message and your comments there and I'm feeling something, trust me, you're going to get a message. Now, just to let you know, Infinity Friends will get a message here publicly because they are free members. And those who are paid members, soulmates, do receive personalized video messages. So just to let you know, if you are an Infinity soulmate and you're looking for your message from Spirit, I would suggest just go to look in your inbox every week or so, because I am sending out videos. I've sent out about 6 in the last week and a half so far, and I'm getting feedback already, so yay. Now, I want to thank you so much for all of your comments. There were well over 200 comments just in the last few days alone. But just to let you know, I have messages for Julie and for Amanda and for Catherine today. And I'm hoping that you guys will be able to relate to this as well. And if you can't get anything from their messages, maybe you know someone else who needs this very same message. And I'm hoping that I have an effect that way on people, because you know what? People need to know that the other side is very actively involved in what's going on around them, but they don't really have any say in what happens, but they can certainly guide you from the other side. And so if you're looking for, your spirit guide and who your spirit guide is, I think my mom's my spirit guide, and I'm so honored that she is. She's an absolutely beautiful spirit guide. So now, Julie, I just want to let you know, there's a male that comes around you that passed away accidentally, I'd say in the 80s or early 90s tops. He's been gone for an awfully long time, and he talks about either June or the 6th or the 16th or the 26th, or he passed in a 6th year. So it could be like maybe 76 or 86, that kind of thing. But there's something to do with the connection to a 6, to this male. He makes me feel really important to let you know that he didn't feel anything when he passed away. And a lot of people that come to see me, Julie, to be very honest, is one of the questions I get the most is, did my boyfriend died a violent death, or my husband died this way or that way, and did he lay there and suffer, or did he this or did he that? I'm going to tell you straight up, once you pass away, you will not remember how you died on the other side. You'll know you're dead, but you will not remember the ego part of dying. You won't remember the pain. You won't remember the suffering. You won't remember any of the pain that you're holding on for other people that feel sorry for you when you pass. So example, when I grieved my mother, Julie, I grieved her so heavily, but when I grieved her, I think I grieved the fact that she suffered so much the last 4 years of her life. And the thing is, really, I wasn't grieving because she was gone. I mean, I missed my mom. But I was so upset with the way she passed away, because this is such a beautiful person that gave and gave and gave. And to see her wilt down to 65 pounds and not be able to talk and just to cry day in, day out, was so unfair to her. And I was mad at the world for the longest time, but now I understand her journey. But I would tell you, I don't suffer that way anymore. I've let that go, because I know inside that my mother does not remember dying. I know that. I know that. She knows she's dead. She knows she's crossed over, but my mother does not remember dying. So Julie, this male wants you to know he does not remember. And I think that's the biggest message I have for you, honey, because I think that when you go to sleep at night, I think that you think about that all the time, sweetie. And it just breaks my heart to see you in tears, and to think that that man suffered the way that you think he did. He doesn't want you thinking that, sweetie. Anyways, thank you so much for writing in, and it just breaks my heart to see you like that. You really need to imagine that he's so happy, because he's so happy, and he's around you all the time, every single day. I would think he's around you, because you tell him good morning and you tell him good night. But anyways, thank you so much for sharing your heart with us here, Julie, and I hope you understand your message from Spirit. The next person I had is Amanda, and Amanda, I hope that you won't take this reading personal, but I have to be very, very direct with it, because you know, you wanted to know what was going on around you, and you wanted to know, I got the sense you wanted to know if your spouse was cheating on you, or if there was, I don't know, I just got that sense. And I'm going to tell you, it's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to tell people whether someone's cheating on someone or not. My job here is to tell you what I'm hearing, seeing, sensing, smelling, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a counselor, so I don't have a degree in any of those things. So just to let you know, I can't give you advice in those areas, but I can give you a little bit of what I think about what I think Spirit is trying to get through to you. There has been some quite violent undertakings around you, is what I was getting, and somebody that's not been entirely nice towards a female figure, and I think it's a male. And I don't know if this is you, Amanda, or I don't know if it's someone around you, but it's very close to you if it's not you. And it's not, you know, there's about 4 different Amandas with last names that don't show up here, so you'll never know which Amanda this is for. So I feel really good about speaking about this, and I hope that you'll be able to relate, Amanda. But the thing is, these arguments really need to come to light, or someone really needs to know how scared you are, and how afraid you are for your life. I really believe that you're being abused somehow, verbally or physically, or someone in your very close circle is. Very blunt statement for me to make, but if I can tell you how I felt, I wouldn't be doing my job. And the thing is, I can't help you with this. You have to be able to want to help yourself. But the thing is, denying it doesn't make things change. And tomorrow, if he's in a better mood, doesn't mean he's going to come home tomorrow night in a good mood. He might be pissed off again, and you might be getting that black eye, or getting shoved around, or being called all kinds of names and demeaned. And it's not because I have anything against males or anything against anybody. It's just that I don't support any type of behavior that's violent or that's abusive in any way, shape, or form towards men or women. And so, Amanda, I had to tell you that. If there's someone around you, you please, please, can't tell you to get involved, because it's not my business to tell you that. You have to do what you think is right. But I'm going to tell you right straight up, if I thought that somebody around me was being that abused, I would talk to somebody about it, or I would see if there's some way that I could intervene. I mean, the thing is, someone is afraid for their well-being. Someone is afraid to even say anything, because they're afraid that they're going to be verbally assaulted or physically assaulted. And if there's any knowledge of that, it's like a Band-Aid. If you have a Band-Aid on an old cut, and that cut's going to fester and get infected if you don't take that Band-Aid away. But I would tell you, if you take that Band-Aid off, and that sore comes to meet with the air and the fresh air and the sunlight, and you clean it and you keep it clean, it's going to heal. And so someone needs to be made aware of these very terrible arguments. And I'm so sorry. I mean, I don't think I've ever talked like this on any of my videos, but I really had to say it. And if anybody else can think of someone that's going through something like this, honestly, please don't turn a blind eye to it. There's so many people that need help out there, and need our strength to help them move through terrible relationships, or relationships that are negative, you know, and especially if someone's in danger. You know, don't sit back. Children, women, men, doesn't matter who. But Amanda, I'm so sorry. I had to say that. And if you were here, I'd give you the biggest hug, sweetie. But like, really, I'm so sorry. I needed to tell you that. I hope you guys aren't upset with me for that. And that's what the part of the membership's all about, is to have the courage to put it out there, So I'm going to have the courage to put it out there too. Anyways, you needed to hear it, and I hope your heart really does something. If this is you, Amanda, please, please reach out for some help, sweetie, and get the support that you need. Nobody has a right to be abused like that. Okay, honey? Thank you so much for writing in. I really appreciate you. The next person is Catherine. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I get read into these things, and it really bothers me to see people, go through so much physical or emotional pain when they go through something like this. And Spirit has a very strange way of getting their message across, but I don't know who was talking to her, but I sure hope, I sure hope that she's listening. I sure hope she watches this video. Just pray to God. Catherine, I'm going to get back to you. June 18th or July 18th or August 18th seems to be very important. I have a woman that comes through that makes me feel she's like a mother type figure, so I'm going to call her Mom. I think her name starts with a K as well, or sounds like a K sounding name. So Carmen, Colette, Carol, Kathy, Corinne, Karen, so it sounds like a K, Kimberly, it could be anything like that. But this woman really suffered. She talks about February 22nd or 23rd being important. I believe it's about the time she found out she was sick. And then she talks about, getting progressively worse in August, which is not very much time. So it's a very, very short illness. She makes me feel that she couldn't hang on anymore, Catherine. She couldn't do it. And I don't know if she had a little bit of a lung infection that just kind of went really bad very quickly. But I don't think it's the cancer that killed her. I think it's an infection of sorts that would have taken her life. Now, she does make me feel, Catherine, you have some great news coming. I would think around October, November, there's a little bit of happiness or some relief around you that comes through. They do make me feel that Alex or Alec or AL name that's still alive, still here, is going to be involved in that good news. I'm feeling really freaking excited. So I'm happy about that. Now, Catherine, I don't know if you had an issue with a garden hose, or if there's something to do with like the plumbing to the outside tap, but be careful around that. They make me feel that the tap breaks off and the water just runs and runs, or the hose is broken and the water runs and runs. I don't know, but just watch around that, because they make me feel there could be a big hefty bill or a big water bill for you, unless you're living by the lake and you're pumping it out of there or something. But anyways, they just make me feel just to watch around plumbing that's outside, not inside. I don't see water inside. I see water outside. So there's something important around that. There's also a black lab that presents itself quite beautifully. It does make me feel that it passed away in January or on the 1st or the 10th or the 19th or the 28th. That dog is beautiful. You have to see this dog. Anyways, I feel really, really good about this, again, October feeling, or this good news around you, or this like lightening up of souls. I feel so good about that. But they do make me feel that you're going to have a little bit more, how would I say it? Maybe a little bit more confidence to be able to make some decisions that you need to make before Christmas time. So they do make me feel that that's going to be to your advantage. So I would just like, that's it. Put your shoulders up, put your chin out, girl, and go, go, go. They make me feel that you've got the cat by the tail, so you don't even have to worry about anything. So I would think just to get that confidence up that you need and just keep on moving through. I think that you're going to do very, very, very well for yourself. Anyways, I just want to thank you all so much, for writing into your message from Spirit. I'm preparing a couple more videos to go out to a couple of soulmate members. I'm planning on doing a vlog, and if you have any suggestions, or if there's something you'd like to know about, please write to me at admin@mediumjlane.com. For all the soulmates, look for your letters to come out on the 1st of the month with your special code to receive discounts on all of your services with me. So there's 10% discount also on groups, so just to let you know that. Thank you so much for having the courage to write into your message from Spirit and for sharing your hearts with everybody. everybody needs that support. We need to be kind to each other. We need to love each other. You know, we are so connected, much more than you think. And, you know, whether you believe in this stuff or not, I don't care about that. But at the end of the day, we need to respect each other and love each other. And so I just want to give you guys all the biggest squeeze. I mean, if you guys were here, we'd have the biggest group hug going, I'm telling you. But I want to thank you for sharing, you know, these videos with everybody and for encouraging people to join as well, the Infinity family. And I love having you as part of my family. But anyways, I love you all so much. Look for the next couple of days for a big announcement. I'm so freaking pumped. I wish I could tell you now, but I can't. Anyways, I love you. Bye-bye.